It has been almost 2 weeks since the floodwaters receded in Ke-ma-man of Malaysia. However, streets were left cluttered with debris and waste. To solve this problem, Tzu Chi volunteers initiated a cash reward program to lead local residents in cleanup efforts. And while the majority of the volunteers take to the front lines distributing aid to flood survivors, 3 kitchen volunteers stayed behind to prepare meals for their fellow brothers and sisters.
Now that the floodwaters have receded, streets have become a vast wasteland cluttered with debris, and a bad odor fills the air. Taking after Tzu Chi's Cash for Work program in the Philippines, volunteers lead local residents in cleanup efforts.
If it's just one person doing all the work, he will soon run out of energy. But by combining our efforts like we are now, everyone is happy to contribute their strength.
As residents of Ke-ma-man and Kampung Bukit Mentok live in poverty, the recent flooding only added to their misery. Without the means to pay for the removal of the debris, residents had no choice but to wait for help to arrive. Hence, Tzu Chi volunteers went door to door to invite residents to join hands and take part in the Cash for Work program.
Now
that we're in difficulty, Tzu Chi volunteers have come to help us. Outsiders will never be able to understand this feeling.
Nak membantu.
Membantu siapa?
Penduduk kampung.
Residents young and old, male and female, have devoted themselves to the program. Volunteers also take the opportunity to raise awareness that their compensation is in fact an accumulation of love from around the world.
Even if you just donate 50 cents, it can help people in need. Bit by bit, it will grow and accumulate into a mountain of love.
While rebuilding their homes, Tzu Chi volunteers also hope to ignite the compassion in the residents' hearts. With everyone working together, the once messy streets are already showing signs of improvement. Inside the small kitchen, 3 volunteers are busy preparing rice and getting ingredients ready. Thankfully, they have a little helper. To prepare meals for 150 people is no easy task. Although limited in number, it is a responsibility that these 3 volunteers willingly take on. Tzu Chi volunteer Kam Chu Oi also turned her kitchen into the central kitchen for the next 2 weeks.
Because we are willing to give, we are happy to receive whatever comes. Being able to serve so many volunteers is a huge blessing for us.
Yet Fong Peng, who has joined Tzu Chi for 7 years now, was unable to join her counterparts in the relief efforts because of her health. However, she nevertheless remains the volunteer's strongest source of fortitude.
Because I'm not able to join the distributions, I volunteered to take on the task of preparing the meals. I had experienced some pain in my lower back, and 2 months ago the doctor told me I needed surgery. For about a week I couldn't walk. After a day's hard work, each dish warms the hearts and stomach of volunteers. While cherishing the opportunity to form an affinity with volunteers, Yip's illness also took a positive turn. Up until today, everything has been going well. I believe there won't be any huge problems because where there is will, there is a way. Being able to give is in itself a blessing. With this pure thought in mind, the more these kitchen volunteers do, the more joyous they feel.